Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones, empaths. Narcissists can call you a narcissist directly, right? They can just outwardly call you a narcissist, and you might have been an unawakened empath at this point and not really known about empath and narcissist dynamics. So it sent you down the rabbit hole and you started looking in, researching. It can be very, very, what's the right word to describe this? Traumatic. Because you'll start researching and you might start thinking, because of the grooming that occurs, you might start thinking that you possibly are one, right? You might actually start thinking that you possibly are one. Or they could do this more covertly. You see, they could be making you out to be a manipulator, or making you out that you're gaslighting them, or making out that you're mirroring them, or you're projecting on them. And they're basically telling you you're a narcissist before they've even used the words that you are a narcissist, you see. But this experience has happened to me with a family member, close family member, right? They've called me a narcissist. This is a bit of a different video. You get a bit of my story, and hopefully you can extract something from it. But I had a good friend say to me in the midst of this happening, because it was through messages, they said to me, just tell him you're a narcissist. Just say you're the greatest narcissist in the world. You're the best narcissist. So this family member started insisting that I go for a brain scan. It's going to sound weird. It's going to sound bizarre. I said, I don't need to go for a brain scan because I'm a narcissist, right? They called me a narcissist first, and they said, you need to go for a brain scan. Yeah. I said, I don't need to go for a brain scan. I'm a narcissist. I'm the greatest narcissist in the world. I'm the best narcissist in the world. I'm an ultra narcissist. I started saying all this stuff, right? And this family member, normally in the discussions, right, they don't reciprocate what I say because they are a narcissist, right? They don't reciprocate what I say. There's no reciprocity. There's no reciprocation. But they were more, what's the word I used? Coherent, if that's the right description. They were more coherent. When I said that I was a narcissist, they were more coherent. The messages, they were actually reading what I've said. You know, like in other previous discussions that I've had with them, it's like I'm talking to a brick wall. They're not reading what I'm saying. They're just trying to attack me. They're just trying to provoke me, you see. But this time around, just admitted I was a narcissist. They said, you need help, then. You should try and get help. I said, I don't need help. There's nothing wrong with narcissists. They said narcissists are evil. I said narcissists aren't evil. And basically, they know full well, right, that I'm not a narcissist. They know this full well. Since I was a child, they know full well in the way that I've grown up. In the way that, you know, when you're a child and someone says something to you and it hurts your feelings and your eyes fill with water. I've always been an empath and I didn't know. But like, they've known I'm an empath, right? They've known this my whole life, right? They've known this. But they didn't challenge me, you see? When I just said, it's great that I got this advice from this good friend. It's great that I got this advice from the good friend in this specific time that I got the advice in. You know, because it was basically one message to another. They messaged me, just say you're a narcissist. And it really helped in that interaction with the narcissist family member, you see. And it just threw them off. They know I'm not a narcissist, right? But they had a whole agenda where they wanted me to, I don't know, go to a brain scan. I've spoke to this friend apparently. Not apparently. I've spoken to this friend and they've said that's not how. They won't even do a brain scan anyway. Or they can do brain scans, but they won't do a brain scan. There's other ways of confirming narcissism. But this family member had an agenda. They had an agenda. They're just being weird, and you know, it just totally threw them off. So what I want you to, that if someone's calling you a narcissist, say, yeah, so what? I'm a narcissist. If you know in your heart of hearts, right, that's the place I'm at now. I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know when I next encounter them, because I will have to encounter them again. And I know I always tell you all to go no contact and stuff like that, but there's reasons why I can't go no contact with this family member. Because they have a young child, and I don't really want to lose the connection with the young child that they have, you see, with this family member. That's the only reason why I don't go no contacts. But I will have to interact with them once again. And maybe I'll do another follow-up video about how that goes. But are they going to challenge me? Are they going to bring it to my attention and say, you're a narcissist? Are they going to forget about it? Just like they forgot about all of my empathetic traits that I've showed to them through my life. All of times I've been there in need, been their voice of reason, being there for them, being a listening ear for them during their hardships, during their pain, you know, before I was awakened. But I think what this good friend told me to do, it literally transformed them. This is the most, it was over message, so I would have liked to seen it in person to see how it would have gone. And maybe that will arise in the future, and I will do a follow-up video. But what I'm saying is they were coherent. How else can I describe this? They were coherent. They were listening. It's like they cared. They didn't really care. They wanted me to be a narcissist. That was their agenda. They thought and preempted that I'm going to defend myself till the cows come home about, you know, I'm not a narcissist. You know, I wouldn't have been going around saying I'm an empath or a chosen one or anything. I'd just be saying I'm not a narcissist. That's insulting, you know, like. But they were coherent this time around. The messages they were reading, they were responding to what I said. You see? And what I was saying is that a BS. Is that a rubbish. Now, I know lying's not good and I shouldn't lie, you know? And they know that about me. They know I don't lie, right? But they knew this was a lie. But they couldn't say, because they had an agenda and a motive. This is a bit of a ramble, yeah, this video, but please bear with me. They had an agenda and a motive to make me out to be a narcissist. And when I just openly admitted, yeah, I'm a narcissist. I'm the best narcissist in the world. I'm the greatest narcissist. I'm an ultra narcissist. You know, I'm the greatest narcissist there is. When I started saying all these things, they just didn't know how to take it. Really coherent, really reading the words that I was writing. Now they know that I'm chatting utter bunkum. They know it. They know it. I know they know it. I know they know I'm chatting rubbish. But they didn't. And this is the point. They knew I was chatting rubbish. They knew I was lying through my teeth. But they didn't even bring it to my attention. They didn't even say, oh, you're lying. And then do you know why they didn't? Because they know I'm not a narcissist and they had an agenda and motive to make me out to be one. It was through text or messages, WhatsApp. So it might have been confusing for them. Right? It might have been a little confusing for them. But I'm going to take it from here now. Anytime they're around me now, I'm just going to say that I'm a narcissist. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of it. You know, I've really had enough of it. They want to think I'm a narcissist. I'm a narcissist. You know? It's not always that they always call me one. They don't always call me one. They come with other BS, and I've touched on this in the membership channel a bit. They come with other BS and other rubbish and other annoying stuff, right? But they're always insinuating there's something wrong with me, if that's the most basic way that I can put it. They're always insinuating very covertly that there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong in the way that I communicate. There's something wrong in my tone. There's something wrong in my speech. There's always something wrong with me, right? They're always insinuating that. The way that I deliver a piece of information is not good enough. The way that I say this is not good. So I've had enough of it. They want to call me a narcissist. I'm a narcissist. And I want you to do the same. Even if this is a romantic partner, whether this is a friend, a family member, a colleague or associate, I want you to take the advice that I got off the friend, this good friend, and try it in your own life. Right? Because basically, when you get to that point, when you can actually say to someone, you desensitize. You detach in a way. You basically detach. You know? Let's see how they navigate the situation. I don't know how they're going to navigate. Are they going to come to me and say, you're not a narcissist, really? Are they going to do that? They know in their heart of hearts I'm not a narcissist. They know in their heart of hearts I'm not a narcissist. I know that. Fundamentally, with God bearing witness, the universe bearing witness, I know they know in their heart of hearts I'm not a narcissist. But what they were trying to get me to engage with today was supply, me defending myself, me being attacked, me being persecuted, me being judged, you know, and me defending myself till the cows come home. That's what they expected the conversation to roll out like. But I didn't, right? But I didn't. I just said I'm a narcissist, right? So there's nothing they can really do now. There's nothing they can really do, you know? They said, oh, your mind and your heart is sealed. You know, you're evil. Your mind and your heart is sealed. You're a narcissist. I said, praise be to God. They know I'm just annoying them. They know I don't care. They know I don't care. They know I'm not taking them seriously. They could tell the difference in the way that I was communicating with them today. There was a big difference. It may seem like such a small difference for you listeners out there, but there was a big difference in the way that I was communicating today because I was more or less prepped by this good friend to prep me. Sometimes someone's information from outside looking in can be very beneficial. Sometimes when you're in the dynamics, you don't see it. And they just helped me see something today. They only had to say those words. Just say you're a narcissist. I can't remember the exact quote that they said. I'll have to go back to it because it was good the way they said it. That they did say you're the greatest narcissist. You know, they did say that and it made me laugh. And I turned into, in the messages, I don't know how to be a narcissist, but I turned into declaring that I'm the greatest narcissist, full on narcissist mode. Like, I'm the greatest narcissist ever. I'm the best narcissist ever. You know, I started just saying all this rubbish, you know, and they could tell it's rubbish. But you see, when I treated them with rubbish and I talk to them like they're rubbish, they want to be coherent. They want to listen. They want to read between the lines of what I'm saying. They want to read the structure of the sentence. They want to ask me questions. They want to do all of these things. Weirdos. Complete dusty weirdos. They're messed up in their head. You know? You know the amount of conversations I've had with this individual, this family member, about like real serious situations, like other situations concerning other you know, things that happen in life. You know? Not even personally to do with me, even personally to do with them. Does that make sense? Personally to do with them? Yeah, personally to do with them. That does make sense. I think that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Does that make sense? Sorry, bear with me. Yeah, personally to do with them. I've even discussed stuff that's important to their own life. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. I've even discussed like my viewpoints that will be beneficial to their life if they take the information the right way. You know, and they're not coherent. They're not. I don't know how else to describe it, but coherent keeps coming to mind. I don't know how else to describe it. You know, they're listening. They just never listen. They never listen. They're always right. You know, I could be trying to offer them some real solid advice from my heart of hearts. You know, yeah, I know the advice might not be for everyone, and they don't have to agree, but they could at least appreciate the advice that I was offering in these circumstances before, and I've done that. You know. And it falls on deaf ears, you know? Tried to help them, or tried to navigate them, or tried to give them some assistance, or give them my honest opinion. Not appreciated, not coherent, no reciprocity, no reciprocation. But today, when I turned in to the greatest narcissist in the world, pretending to be the greatest narcissist in the world. Then they wanted to reciprocate. Then they wanted to be coherent. So they proved that they can do that. But the point of the matter is, I was already so detached from that conversation. I was just lying through my teeth. And that's the only thing that grasped their attention. You see? And now I probably should have said this earlier for those of you who just got sick of my rant and already tuned out. Right? So it's a rant, this one. But what I'm trying to say to you is, if the narcissist involved in your life says to you that you're a narcissist, and you tell them that you are, they know that you're not. I really should have said this earlier. They know that you are not. You don't have to worry about anything, right? Let your actions speak for you. You don't have to worry about anything, right? Even if they start a smear campaign and start telling people, you're a narcissist, you're a narcissist, you're a narcissist, so what? You know? Let God judge you. Let the universe judge you. God is the all-knowing. The universe is all-knowing. However you want to look at it, whatever your belief system is, you don't need to worry about it. In your actions, to those that are empathetic, to those that are pure, to those that are honest, to those that are truthful, you will show your best version of yourselves. The problem is in these encounters with narcissists involved in your life, right? Like this family member, for instance, they try to invoke the worst reactions from you. Right? Is there a better way I can describe that? But they try to absorb negative supply. And this good friend is the one that told me that they like negative supply more than positive supply too. So if you've heard me say that on other videos, this is what they brought that to my attention. I kind of knew it, but I never kind of summed it up in words, you know. But like looking back in retrospect with this family member, I can always see like, if it's getting heated, if it's getting like, they're enjoying it. They're enjoying that so much more than a nice, peaceful discussion, you know? And that's why, you know, I woke up very early in the morning today, was trying to get on with my videos, like I do, and they just started. You know? Trying to distract me from what I'm doing. You know? They just started. And it went on for ages. Because at first I was engaging. Like I normally do. But then I had that potent bit of advice from a good friend to tell me, just say you're a narcissist. It disarms them. It disarms them from anything they can possibly do to you. You know? Because they love you defending yourself. They love you explaining yourself, defending yourself, trying to make them see the way you do. They love all of that. It's all supply. They just pretend they don't know. They pretend they don't understand. They pretend they don't get you. They pretend you're this. They pretend you're that. When really they fully understand you. They've known the whole time you're not a narcissist. Right? But for those of you that have heard this information like you're a narcissist, and I probably should have said this earlier as well. For those of you that heard this information, you didn't know what a narcissist was, or you didn't know what an empath was, it can be very, very detrimental, you know? Because you've already been conditioned, right? Difference with my situation with this family member is I know what a narcissist is now. Or I've done my research on narcissism, I've learned a lot, I've studied a lot, I've evolved and ascended and grown, right? But for someone who doesn't know what a narcissist is, right, it can be very detrimental because they've already conditioned you covertly. They've already made out, oh, you project. In other words, how can they say that you project? Oh, you tried to put your stuff onto me. Oh, you tried to make me think of things that are not true. Gaslighting, you know. Oh, you always put me down, you know. So you've been hearing these things over a period of time. So you put others down. You try to make people think that things that are not there, you know. What was the other one? You pitch your own insecurities onto others. So by the time that you hear someone on a video, not this video, but another video alike, you hear someone start talking about projection, gaslighting, devaluation, you're going to be like, hang about, I'm a narcissist. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be careful. And I wish I kind of incorporated that early on for the viewers that may click off or have got something to do, or they're at work, or they're just listening, you know, or making food, and then, you know, because I understand that people won't always have the time to go through the whole video. But for all of you that are still here, I really appreciate you. It was a bit of a rant today. It was a bit of a rant. But I'm glad that you made it through. For those that you're still here, I really appreciate every single one of you. But just try it. Next time someone calls you a narcissist, just say yes, you're a narcissist. And remember, like that good friend said, say you're the greatest narcissist that ever lived. Say you're the greatest narcissist in the world. Just tell them that. You're the best narcissist in the world. Praise be to God, you're the best narcissist in the world. That's what they deserve. They don't deserve your loving side, your empathetic side, your truthful. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve a bit of it. So anyway, just try it out. It's gonna work. I'm gonna see the repercussions of this. Maybe if whatever happens, and maybe I won't even give them any spotlight and even go into it in a further video. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. It depends. But I think that it's going to be a very, I need to establish more boundaries of them, to be honest. So, if you'd like to know more about the narcissist push for a breakup, but now they regret it, click this video here. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.